Hello there everybody, Sam's Trains here. Welcome back to the Railway and welcome back to Sam's Trains Live. This is episode 2 of 5 of my summer series. If you want to know when the episodes are, check out my Facebook and Twitter pages. I think the links are down in the description. Then you can figure out when the episodes are. Anyway, welcome. It is lovely to see so many of you guys here. How's everybody doing? A lot of people have been asking for shout outs, so if you like shout outs, now is the time to get them in there. I did have a couple of super chats already that I want to thank. David Smith, thank you for becoming a Chief Mechanical Engineer. Colin Wykes, Henry Cruz says, is it a steam loco? You'll have to wait and see. William Babcock says, hi Sam, can you run Circle? That's the creepy loco. William, I've only just seen this. And one piece of rolling stock, we probably shouldn't give her the Bosch Buster. Oh gosh. Yeah, sure William, I can do that. Oh, I know quite a lot of people are going to be pleased to see that. Right, how is everybody doing? I know Ethan's Trains wanted a shout out. Kit Winterborn, you've got a friend that needs a shout out apparently, so do let me know who that was, Kit. Batdog136, hello to you. Ronan Mulliner finally says, sorry if I kept you waiting, sorry about that. AZ Rail, thank you very much. Afternoon all, I hope we enjoy ourselves. I certainly will. Man, this chat is moving fast, hard to read. Certainly will be now that my personal fleet of locos is finished. Oh, care to share, AZ Rail? That sounds great. And thank you very much. There we go. You've got, oh no, it's Lucas Hagman. Don't know where yours was. Yeah, didn't pop up, did it? But welcome to the engineers, Lucas. And also E350TB. Sorry I missed last week. Feel free to run anything you like as long as it's LNER. A bit of a Henry Fordism there. E350. I would say thrifty. TB, thank you very, very much. Shout out, there you go, Finley Carden, there's one for you. Matthew Rice, there's one for you. Kelly Ashford wants to see Broome Manor and Great Western Coaches. Good idea, Kelly. Thank you very, very much for the support. That's very kind. Chaz Ballinger wants a shout out. There you go, Chaz, no problem. Please say Cody from Ellesmere Port. Says Amazing Spider-Man 2. There we go. Cody, if you're somebody who wants a shout out, there's yours. Train Fan 25 Stuart, thank you very much. Hey Sam, looking forward to another great stream. Can you run the Bachmann James? What's that then? With Pullman coaches, please. I hope you have a great day. No, I know what you mean, Stuart, no problem. And Jay, hello man. Hello man. Would you please also run the Garrett hauling a rake of ocean wagons with your best LMS brake? I like that idea. Also, why did you ignore my last inquiry? I don't know, Jay. How did you send this inquiry? I have not seen it, because I wouldn't have ignored it. The Ugly Duckman, weird combo today. Oh yes, Duckman did suggest he was going to do something weird. The Bachmann 56XX, flat truck, Great Western Toad, and an A4 tender. Ah, fair enough. Well, thank you, Duckman. Sure, I could do that. All of those are on your desk at the moment. Okay, fair enough. And Techno Tom, please read email I sent you. Message is too long. Oh, okay, Techno Tom. Yeah, that is one thing I have been behind on emails, that's for sure. Hi, Sam Van. I have a shout out. Jan Deverise, I guess. Sure, you can. Yes, I think I get what you mean. Hi, Sammy, says Elias Jail. Hello to you as well. Jacobs Railways, welcome to you. Henry Cruz, who do you think went 100 first, Scotty or City Class? I don't know. I'd like to believe the City Class, but the official, on the books officially, it's Scotsman, isn't it? So I don't know. Anyway, folks, you keep in there in the chat. I'll come back to you guys later on, and if you missed a shout out, don't lose hope. I will do some of those later on. Anyway, I've got loads of cool stuff to do today. I'm going to be running lots of trains. In fact, I've got over 30 trains to run for you today, so that's going to be pretty crazy. William Town, thank you very much. Could you please run a Duke of Gloucester with a long rake of BR coaches and a Class 52 banking? That sounds cool, William. Yeah, sure, I can do that. I've also got a mystery unboxing to do, so stay tuned for that. There we are, I read that one out. So yeah, mystery unboxing, that should be fun. I'll also be revealing your choice of Hornby's greatest loco of all time. So you guys have been voting on that, so you're going to find out what the result was from there. And I've also got loads of photos to show. I also want to say a huge thank you to everybody that sent in a super chat during the last stream. There were so many of you, and I truly appreciate the support. You guys really do wonders to keep this channel alive. All of you are going to be in with a chance of winning the locos that I'm giving away during this series. Basically, if you didn't know already, to say a huge thank you to everyone who supports me and my channel via Super Chat, I'm giving away 2 brand new models at the end of this series. After each episode, I'm adding every super chatter to a big list, and from that list I will choose 2 of you on episode 5, and I'll just post the models to you for free, of course. So the locos are this fantastic Hornby Terrier in the SECR green. It's a really beautiful livery, is that. And I've also got a Ruston Shunter in the army green to give away as well. So again, thank you again if you're considering sending a super chat. I know a lot of you have already today, and that's crazy, so keep it up. Thank you so much. They really do go a long way to keep me and my channel running, and I am really very grateful for that. Also, a lot of people have been asking about requests. I know a lot of you have got in there. If you want to send £5 or the equivalent or more via Super Chat, include the loco and the rolling stock you would like to see run, and I will do it right here on stream for your 5 minutes of fame. Again, yeah, if you want to do that, a lot of people have already. It's first come, first served, so if you get it in there quick, I'll be able to do it today. If not, it might carry over to next week, which is fine. And Technotom, when I said I meant now. I don't have access to my emails right now, Technotom, but I will do it. I will do it at some point. Mark7188, hi Sam, you're keeping Will and, well, sorry, not keeping Will, don't know who that is. And hello to everyone, hello, thank you very much, Mark. And Sideways66779, oh, hello Sam, can I see Poppy pull the Oxford Railway gun? Wow, a lot of people wanting to see the railgun. Not on the inside line again if possible. Okay, I see what I can do. Thank you, stay safe and have a great stream. Alright, well thank you very much Sideways, and thank you to everyone else. I'm sorry if I have missed anybody's super chats. I will go through and read them all out. First of all though, speaking of requests, oh, and there's Mark. Did I read that one? Yes, I did. And Michael's Trains, can you run a Great Western pannier with a Great Western Auto Coach? Sure, Michael, if you want to send that £5 or more, I could certainly do that. But thank you very much for your super chat. I'll make sure you're entered. Anyway, speaking of requests, I do have a few set up already. These were some from last week and also some from my engineers I've got to do as well. There's a lot from last stream, so do stay tuned. We have the Flying Yorkshireman who wanted to see, this is cool actually, A4s HST style, one at each end of the train. Duke of Rawson, thank you very much. Good morning, Sam. Can you run one of your W4 Peckets and a Hornby Great Western Short Coach? Plank, a 5, oh, there's a big list. Let's see, a 5-plank wagon, a 7-plank wagon, currently only layout. Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much, Duke. That's very kind of you. And I think I saw, did I see the Michael's Trains one? Yeah, I think I did. And 43062, 43063, can I see the class 221, please? Yes, I can try and do that. Is that the super, yeah, is that the Virgin one I've got? I'm not sure. I've had a brain short circuit on that. Kelly, thank you for the photo. Yes, I did see that. Thank you very much for your super chat. And also Jason Doble, thank you to you. William Babcock then wanted to see the Helgen 1361 with the, he's called it a derail pole, which I thought was quite funny, class 73, and also mega boxes. The derail pole 73 should be a little bit better now because I put a new motor in it, so fingers crossed that will be good. And then Dan Bateman wanted to see a warship with a freight train of my choice, and I'll get those running. I'll just read these out. I apologise folks, but thank you so much for all the support here. Henry Cruz wanted to see Silverlink at full speed pulling 10 Pullman coaches, and it is possible to remove their side skirts on the Silverlink model. I don't think any of the models I have can have these skirts added or removed, but maybe some other models can. And Lucas Hagman, thank you so much. Can you run Bachman Thomas and Annie and Clarabelle with the Bosch Buster? Yeah, sure. I think Thomas might struggle with that, but we'll certainly let him try, I think. So there we have the HST Mallard, sorry, no it's not, yeah, Mallard is part of it. I was going to say Mallard train, but it's a Mallard and Silverlink train. Hopefully this is the one you've got to look for, by the way, because this is the one that's going to derail, I think, if any of them are. And then we've got the warship with the goods, so I put some ocean wagons on. And it's a good job I did, actually, because there's quite a few more ocean wagons needed for today's stream, so that should be quite cool. Right, is there anybody else I've missed right now? Not right now, so I will keep an eye on that, and I will thank everybody later on as they come through. So yeah, man, that has been a crazy start, folks. Thank you so much. Give you a wave. Oh, I've not got the Christmas lights on behind the bookcase, so it's dark and a little bit creepy behind there right now, so I think I'll put those on in a second. I'll change the cameras again so that my great big coconut of a head doesn't fill the screen, because I don't think anybody wants to see that particularly. Although there are some strange people that might. I'm not making any assumptions today. Well, the derailing train, I'm guessing this train was chosen that it might derail. But it doesn't seem to be doing. That's one lap right there, folks. No problems at all. So I'm pretty glad about that. Oh, we've just missed those. There we go. In fact, I think that's nearly a whole lap on all 3 trains with 0 derailment, so that's really good. Emma Borner, thank you very much for that. That's very, very kind. I'll make sure you get in with a chance. You'll get on the list for the giveaway. I'm looking forward to that, man. It's quite a great giveaway this year, isn't it? 2 locos this series. It won't be the last giveaway of the year either. I'll normally do one before Christmas, don't I? So, should be good, man. Should be good. Look at that. I actually really like that. Do you think this ever happened in real life? A banking loco facing the opposite way, same as the one on the front, on the end of a passenger train. If anyone knows of any photos of that actually happening, I would love to see that. That would be crazy. Nice. There we go. Got the lights on now, as you can see. That's a bit better. Doesn't actually make much of a difference though, does it, to be honest? Yeah, it's still pretty dark back there, but those lights have been there for a long time. Years in fact. I think if I was doing it these, oh dear, I was going to say, I think if I was doing it these days, I'd have LEDs. Something's gone awry. I don't know what. Right, so the DAPOL is still running. The 1361 has stopped dead. Has it finally died? Don't know. This could be interesting, folks. What has happened? Let's see if we can get everything back to the front. The DAPOL loco is still trying to push it along, but the Helgen is totally dead. Oh, and derailed. Let's see what happens here then. Let's take the DAPOL off, because that is working really well. I put one of those Hornby 5-pole motors in it, you know, and yeah, it's so much better now. Right, have we finally been able to capture the death of the 1361 live on camera? I don't know. I thought it has been dead many a time before, but it turned out not to have been. What has happened? The wheels are all out of alignment. That's not good. Thank you, whoever that was, for just having a loco disaster here. It won't go back on the track. It's just not sitting on the track. Is it better? Oh, it's moved. Oh, yeah, it's just something's gone wrong with it. It's really not happy. It's wobbling. Oh, that something is really badly wrong with that. Let me try and show you up on the close-up camera. Maybe it's just the base screwed on too tight or something. But look at that, all the wheels are out of alignment. They're quite stiff as well. You can sort of fix it in a way. Not good, not good. I think that's ended in disaster, hasn't it, that first lot. Right, we've got Marcus Camfield. Any chance of seeing the Wisbech Tramline Y6? You mean the J70? Is that the same thing, one and the same? Sure, yeah, if you like. Henry Cruz, do compilation of wheel slip from your models. That's a cool idea. And Oran Kenyon, thank you very much. Have you got a Royal Scot 41600? Yeah, I've got a mainline one, so yeah, I could do that. And you're really wanting one yourself? Oh no, well I hope you can find one. Okay, E350 TV says, rest in peace, you awful, awful engine. That's an interesting idea, yes. Why would we want it to rest in peace? We might get it to rest in pieces if I take a hammer to it, but no, there might be a way to fix it. There might be. I'm not too sure. Right, what did you think about that then? Any words of goodbye to the 1361? Although I'm sure I'll be able to sort it out. It was moving again, so it's probably just a basic wheel issue or something like that. Oh, okay. Mark, sorry I'm late, Sam. Been busy playing with my new train sim toy. That sounds interesting, Mark. Do tell, do tell. Can you please do the Northern Rail Class 156 with an A4, says Oliver Dove. That sounds good. Don't think I've done that before. Do I have those locos? I'm not sure anymore, to be honest with you. Can you run the Tango, says Michigan. Is it Michigan Do too? I haven't really run the Tango in a long time. Not many people ask for it these days. I suppose they've found another laughing stock, which is the 1361. Yes, that tends to get the requests a lot these days. Right. Well, folks, I've got something rather exciting to do now. It's a brand new segment that I'm introducing to the Sam's Trains live series, and the segment's name is going to be El Cheapo.
I search for cheap trains, sometime I review. Is El Cheapo.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. So, yes, this is a new little mini-series type thing, basically where I try to, I'm out of breath, where I try to find incredibly cheap model trains, locos, rolling stock, scenery sometimes, anything like that. Sometimes from dubious places, but not always. And basically, I will do reviews on them for you. So today's little is this. So it came from AliExpress, which I think is fairly interesting, isn't it? It's known as a 20-foot boxcar wagon, railway carriage, model train, rolling stock, loads of rubbish like that, for $16. Now, those of you that know, well, the British model railway market might notice that $16 isn't actually that cheap. It works out at around £12, which is basically the going rate for a box van in the UK. Anyway, it came in this box, and I've got to show you the packaging, because it ain't like packaging you've ever seen before. Here's a bit of the packaging. There's nothing in there, it's just a piece of oddly cut foam with big holes in it and stuff. I enjoy that, I'm sure I'll find something good to do with that. The wagon came in a bag, and then also there's more sticky bits of foam, which is quite horrible in a way. So for your £12, you just get a really interesting pack. Here is the wagon though, which is actually quite surprising. Let me show you this. It's quite beautiful in a way, really, isn't it? Don't you think? Look at that. Great print work on it. It's really heavy. It's got metal wheels. It reminds me a lot of Oxford Rail rolling stock, actually. It's got the same similar looking wheels. No sprung buffers or anything like that, but it does have NEM couplings, which are sort of pivoted, which is great, and you could remove those and fit British ones if you like. If anybody knows what brand this is, I'd be really interested to know. Maybe they're considered to have something wrong with them, perhaps, and they've just been put on AliExpress, but as I say, they're not that cheap. So let's give this a try, shall we? Let's have a look on the track. I've got something prepared here. If I bring the warship train forwards, I've got one of my other European wagons that has NEM couplings on it, and I've put a British NEM coupling on it, so that should be able to couple to the back of the 43 train, like that. Well, in theory, there we are. I think that's coupled, and then this thing should be able to couple to that, and we'll see if the damn thing works, hopefully. All right, is it going to derail or not? You guys let me know. Let's see. And we'll take a look. You look awful. Remove that hat and stash at once. What do you mean, like this is how El Cheapo looks, Kelly? You can't say things like that. That's not nice. And by the way, if anybody knows of any other objects that I can get cheap for the El Cheapo series, there's a chap here called El Cheapo who would really quite like to hear from you, so make sure you make that known. Yes. And yeah, any feedback on the new series? I mean, do you want El Cheapo to come more often? I would much appreciate it. I've not really had many guests on these streams, so maybe this is something I'll do a little more often. Okay, well, the wagon seems to be working absolutely fine. Let's see if it's still coupled when it comes past the camera. Is it? Is it? Oh, it is. It's still coupled. Look at that. So I'm really pleased with that. The packaging was useless, but fortunately it didn't cause any damage, which is pretty good. The wagon's super detailed. It's a lot heavier than, say, Oxford's wagons tend to be and that sort of thing. It's about as heavy as a Bachmann box car, I would say, a box van. And yeah, it looks great. It looks fine. So, and you can actually get them cheaper. I think they come out at about $12 a piece if you buy a set of 3 on AliExpress. So yeah, man, they get El Cheapo's recommendation there. So in summary, what do you get for your $16? Quite a lot. It's quite a decent little, I don't really know what it is. I think it's a livestock wagon or something. I don't understand what the text is. But for your money, it's pretty good. So that is the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. And, well, we'll see what the future brings with this, shall we? So, thank you.
I'll find the train and I will review is El Cheapo.
Very nice. That was pretty cool. Right, let's do some shout outs then. How's everybody doing? Anybody else bought anything off AliExpress before, or Wish.com? That's another similar website and that sort of thing. Sam looks awful wearing a stash. It doesn't suit him. What? I've explained this already, Kelly. What do you mean? Right, could you buy an S160? I'm not sure what that is, Jamie. I'll have to look that up. A Mario mustache, says Adam Rushton. I don't think I've got one of those, Adam. No, I don't do fake mustaches. Doesn't suit me, I don't think. Anyway, I've got some requests to do for you now from last episode. There are lots and lots to get through, so sorry if any of you guys had to wait. But here they come right now. Hope you enjoy them. Whoa, that's fast. First up then, it is one from Owen Videos. One of my engineers wanted to see as many 040s as possible. I didn't want to overload my controller, so I've gone for just 3. But there we go, 3 triple heading 040s with some Pullman coaches. So Owen, thanks for your support. Hope you like that. This next one is an awesome idea from William Babcock, who wanted to see the H1 and C1 Atlantic double heading. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think I've done that before. And with Pullman coaches as well. So William, appreciate your support, and what an amazing idea. I just love seeing those 2 Atlantics together. Awesome. I would love to make it a 3rd Atlantic one day, but we'll see. No guarantees. I have to say, some of the trains I run on requests have to be some of my favourite that I ever run. Yeah, great ideas, folks. Alright, let me show you what's on the inside line then. This next one is for William Sewell, who wanted to see one of my Hall class locos in a BR livery with some Mark 1s. Unfortunately, all of my Halls seem to be in Great Western livery, so I've gone with Pitchford Hall. Hopefully, William, that's okay, but thank you for your support, appreciate that. Love it. Good old Hall class. And these are Hornby Railroad locos, would you believe? They're just very well detailed. Fantastic. So this one is for Firefield Junction, who wanted to see a bit of HST action. I've picked this one because it's the one I just restored from those Loft Finds videos I did. You might have seen those. And it's in that lovely sort of grey swallow type livery, which I think looks great. So there we go, the HST. Thanks Firefield, appreciate that. And then here we have the lovely Flying Scotsman with teaks, as requested by Lee Tong 16. So thank you very much, Lee. I'm going to look at trying to get some different couplings for my Mahano Dash 2s, or whatever they actually are, so that I can double head them. So I will try and do that for you one day. But for now, hopefully you liked the Scotsman and teaks. So cheers, Lee. Thank you for all you do. This next one is from Mega Train Lover. Thank you so much to you. You asked for basically the most requested locomotive in Sam's Trains Live. It is the Canadian Pacific with some BR Mark 1 coaches. So I've done that for you. Great choice. I love Canadian Pacific. Definitely one of my top favourite locos. And you do have good taste. I'll give you that. What a beauty it is in BR Blue, don't you think? I sometimes think that it's only me that likes BR Blue, because a lot of people find it a bit unprototypical, but yeah, I just can't help myself. It's beautiful. And another thing, that Flying Scotsman just got serviced yesterday, so as you can see, it's particularly happy, which is always lovely. Good run of that. This next one's from Jane London. Thank you very much, Jane, who wanted to see Smokey Joe. Good old classic Smokey Joe. Love when he gets requested. Hauling some oil tankers, some milk cars, as you can see, we've got some siphons, and also a brake coach. So thank you, Jane. I hope you like your request. Here we are. Let's have it in the chat for Smokey Joe, shall we? Everybody's got to love Smokey Joe. What a classic. Right, I'm sitting here waiting for Epic 3209's request. It's quite a slow loco, and I think it's going to take some time to arrive. So sit back, relax, should be there within a few minutes. Here we go. So thanks for that, Epic. We have the OH shunter and some open wagons. Another great shunter. Some good requests this time, really good. Ow. The room's falling in on me, folks. I don't know what that was. And the next request is just giving itself away slightly in the foreground there. Anyone guess the loco just from that? Ah, of course you can. Alright, this one's for Jay, or Jack, sometimes he's known as Jack, I think. Thank you very much, Jack. You wanted to see the V-Trains Class 37, so we've got the Regional Railways one there, with some EWS wagons, or rolling stock. So there we go, hopefully that is what you asked for. The V-Trains 37, of course, being possibly my most powerful locomotive in the entire collection. Very heavy, rubber tyres, so they do cheat a bit, but great pullers, very strong. And I don't really know how, but even with a small train like this, you can tell how powerful it is. You really can, can't you? You just look at that loco and think, powerhouse, and it really is. So thanks, Jay, appreciate it. Alright, this next grumpy engine is from Taggart 00. Thank you very much. You want to see the BR Blue Triangle Class 31 with a passenger train, so there you go. It is quite a noisy run of this one, but it's very old, and I think given its age it still runs really quite well. I thought it was on its last legs for years, but nope, it keeps going. So it was a good choice, I enjoyed running that, it's nice to see that again. Oh, it's like a low rumble as it goes past. Quite an impressive noise actually, I've always liked that. This one's for Lapis Wake, who asked to see a BR Express Passenger Blue locomotive with 7 blood and custard coaches, very specific that. So I've gone with the A4 as you can see, and I do have indeed 7 blood and custard coaches. So Lapis, thanks for your support and a great request. Love those BR Blue locos. There we go. Anybody remember what that one's called? You've got 10 seconds to get it in the chat and then I'll tell you. Maybe you could read the nameplate, I don't know. It's probably moving a little bit fast. Alright, well, it's not Mallard, it's not Sir Nigel Gresley, it is Golden Eagle. There you go, well done if you got that right. And finally for now, this one is from Ronan's Railways. It's the last one for now, but if you do have an outstanding request, lots more still to come in the show. He wanted to see the Oxford Railgun running HST style between 2 HST power cars. It's a crazy idea, but I love it. So Ronan, very well done. I love it. Probably the fastest that railgun's ever run, and yes, it's pretty scary. Ah dear, sorry Kelly, I'm guessing you're saying ugh over the railgun there. Yes, apologies for that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed those, folks. In fact, let me know which, if you have any favourites, let's say, over that last lot. Lots more to come by the way, requests, so if you made one last time and you haven't seen it yet, stay tuned, I will be showing those later on. Golden Eagle, a lot of people saying, Stephen Kelly liking Golden Eagle. I didn't call it the wrong thing or something, did I? I didn't call it Nigel Gresley or something. Something like that. A lot of people saying Golden Eagles anyway. Pre-recorded, Michael Sheenan, yes, those were. It just means that I can get stuff set up while it's playing. It means I can fit more in for you guys, which is a good thing. And Trains Gaming 45, welcome to the engineers. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you enjoy it. And there's quite a lot of you now, so that's pretty cool. Oh, Uno's brother box is watching from India. That's pretty crazy. Hope things are okay in India. Feels a bit like India over here today, actually. It's getting quite warm again, although it has been quite humid and wet. So again, yeah, like India, I suppose, in a way. Can you please run the Coronation class, says CJ Balika. Yeah, I love the Coronation class. Hopefully someone will request that. Did you read my request, Meon? Yes, I've seen it. Thank you so much for all the super chatters. After the break in 20 minutes time or so, I will go through and thank everybody over again, but I've just been reading some of them while I've been setting that, while those requests were playing through. So again, thank you so much. I won't miss anybody out. I will read you all. Alright, what is your favourite train, says Joshua Tubnot Plays. It's tricky. I think my favourite engine might be the C1 Atlantic from Bankman. I just can't get over that one, in the Great Northern, that is. Favourite train on the whole, I'm not entirely sure. PRR Class 52, shout out, there you go. Please can I see a loco from the giveaway? Yeah, sure you can, yes. I've got them right here. They ain't just pre-recorded, not just computer generated. There they both are. So we have the Terrier in the SECR green there. It's R3782 if you're interested. And then the Ruston, of course, in the Army livery, Army number 802, and that's R3706. So they're right here. They are inside their boxes. I've not done this before, I don't think. Didn't do this last time. You can just about see that something's in there. It's really stiff, actually. Can't. Oh, it went in a bit easier than it came out. Mark, and if you're watching, don't say a word. Don't say a word. I know how that sounded. Did you see my request of the Q6? I don't think I saw that one, Shining Time 4, but thank you very much. If it's on the list, I get a giant list of all the stuff that came through, so it doesn't matter if I miss any of it. I can read it back and I will see it. What do you think of Hornby's upcoming APT, says Piraz? Well, they did an update on it recently, didn't they? And it looks fantastic. I mean, they've showed some of the details off. Man, it's going to be a good model, that's for sure. Want to win the Ruston, says Lettuce Trains. Oh, good, yes. I can imagine that one being right up your street for sure. Lucy Wicks, shout out please. There you go, Lucy. Thanks for watching. Burn the Helgen Tango, says Cheryl Brown. Man, that sounds a little harsh. Maybe it will get burnt one day. We'll see. It might, if it does finally give up the ghost, and I'm thinking it might. Maybe that's might be a good way to get it gone. I don't know. We shall see. Anyway, let's talk then about Hornby's greatest model of all time. So a little while ago, I made a video showing what I thought was sort of Hornby's, what was it, top 7, top 8 model locos, something like that. And you guys were voting on which one you thought would be the best. Now, it was just a bit of fun. I'm not saying the result here is going to be Hornby's best model train ever made, because obviously I chose the list. So it is just a little bit of fun. And Kelly Ashford, thank you very much. Can I get a sneak peek of City of Truro, pretty please? I haven't unboxed her yet. I'm going to soon for a review, and you will be the first to know, Kelly, when I do that, I promise you. But yeah, as soon as I can run her, I certainly will. Anyway, forgot what I was saying. So yeah, this is just a little bit of fun, but the results are in. So here they come. Here we are. Okay, so in 7th place with 67 votes, it was the 2800 class, and I'm not surprised that one came last because it was kind of in there by default, wasn't it, really? 6th place was with 93 votes, the J13. That was one of my favourites, actually, but it didn't do that well. I guess different people like different things, that's absolutely fine, of course. 5th place with 148 votes was the Stevenson's Rocket. Again, I'm a little surprised that one didn't do better than it did, but it is quite an old model these days. Oh, a few super chats have come in. Megan McKernan, thank you so much, very much for that. If you want to send in your well, it'd be like $6 or $7 is the equivalent. I can certainly do that for you, no problem. William Town, execute your Helgen 1361 and Tango with the railguns. What, both of them, one at the back, one at the front, and blast it from both ends. That's a good idea. And Michael Strains, I want to win. Well, thank you, Michael. I'll make sure you're on the list. Anyway, where were we? So 3rd place with 333 votes was the Hornby B12. That is the latest model. That's from the 2010s. 2nd place with 581 votes was the 9F. Everybody loves the 9F. I think a lot of people have very fond memories of that loco, which is probably why it did so well. And then in 1st place, as you can see, only just really, it wasn't that close between, well, it was quite close between 1st and 2nd. 625 votes, it is the A3, and of course I'm not that surprised that the A3 did that well, because obviously the Flying Scotsman was an A3, or they used that model to make a Flying Scotsman. So yeah, that's pretty cool. What do you think about that then? Did you vote for the Flying Scotsman? Which one did you vote for? Let me know. But yeah, I mean, it's just a bit of fun. Do you think the Flying Scotsman or the A3 is Hornby's greatest model? Do you think that? I bet not many people will. A lot of people like the Merchant Navy. That came up quite a lot. But yeah, I mean, it's all a bit of fun. It's all very subjective. But I really, really enjoyed doing that. Just looking at the whole Hornby range, really, from all these years. I thought it was pretty cool. Luke's Locos voted for the 50s. You mean the Hornby Class 50s? Oh yeah, you like the 50s, don't you? Is it you that likes them? I forget now. Anyway, Fresh Dave 101, there's a shout out. Duck Rails, there's one for you. And a Class S2, says PRR Class S2. Oh, did I say 52 or something? I don't know. Anyway, Christthorpe or Christthorpe Junction, watch your Sammy boy. Launch the Helgen into Spaceman. Has to be done. Launch it into a spaceman or into space. Either way, I think that would make an entertaining video. I think that should be true. What do you think of the new rails of Sheffield Dappled Terrier? Will you be getting it, Sam? Well, yeah, that's it. I haven't actually got one at the moment, so I don't know. Fingers crossed, though. I mean, I've seen samples, and the samples looked amazing. So hopefully the models will be as well. I'll let you know if I do get one, and then or obviously if I get one, I'll review it. So we shall see. Can you do a running session with trains that suck, says Michigan Dude 2. Yes, I have been asked to do that quite a lot, so a lemon running session will be coming out at some point, I hope. That should be quite funny. And Ethan Wright, there's a shout out to you. Sammy Nurgits, there's one as well. Shout out to Tom and William, says Tom N. All right, Tom and William, there's a shout out to you. And with that, I think we better get on to the next lot of requests, hadn't we? So, set up, Lucas Hagman, thank you very much. Can I be in the giveaway? Yes, you can, Lucas. And thank you so much, Lucas, and to everybody else, thank you very much. So we have William Babcock's circle and railgun idea. Thank you very much, William. I'm sure we all just about forgot circle there until today, and now she's going to be back in our nightmares again. So thank you very, very much on all of our behalves. Then we have E350TB, who wanted to see anything LNER, so I've gone mega. I've put the P2 on there with the Ocean Wagons. I'm keeping the Ocean Wagons on for now because I know a few other people asked for them, so we'll do that. And then it was Train Fan 25 Stuart, the Bachmann James with some Pullman coaches, I think it was. Or was it the railgun? You know, I can't remember now. Let me check. Because we've got two railgun requests, if that's the case. Yeah, it was Pullman coaches. Phew. I don't know why I thought that. Alfred and Judy are the best looking trains. An interesting and slightly controversial opinion there, Michael. Well, I guess the folks will have to let you know whether they agree with that or not. I'm not really that familiar with them. Are they austerities? Or at least one of them? I don't know really. That was a bit of a stab in the dark. Circle is not alive. Oh, yep, she is. Yeah, as you can tell, not a very good logo, this one. There we are. Well, she's running. Whether she'll stay running is another matter. I suppose I'll follow her with the cameras first, see what happens. Oh, I still can't get over how amusing the circle model is. E350TB, I'm going to have to run, feeling a little overwhelmed, but thanks very much for the stream. Feeling overwhelmed, is that due to circle perhaps? She's certainly very overwhelming. Well, thank you E350, I appreciate you joining, thank you very much. And there we go, there goes circle. My word, I still don't know what they were thinking when they came up with that design. My goodness. Okay, nothing much is happening back here. Oh, here we go. Oh, I need to do my wave as well. Bachmann James there, going a bit slow. Is the railgun going to catch? Oh. Yes. Oh, it did. It just caught that Pullman coach at the back. Oh, that was nasty. It always happens in that corner, and you know the trains always meet in that corner as well. Question is, has the railgun derailed? Blimey, I can hear circles really accelerating down Gordon's Hill there. It's quite alarming, actually. The motor noise suddenly really ramped up. It was quite... Oh yeah, something's off. I can hear it. Let's see, is it going to make it round to the front? Where is she? Yeah, I think it is the railgun. Man, so it clips the Pullman. Oh no, it stopped rattling now, so has it gone back on the track? Let's wait for it to go over the points. Yep, I guess we're okay then. What is happening? You know, trains almost never derail when I'm just running trains on my own in the loft videos and stuff. I think it's people doing requests trying to throw me off. Anyway, Rob Arnold, thank you so much. Can you run Lyme Regis and some Southern coaches? I like that one, Rob. That is a good request, sure. Kelly Ashford is shaking in your slipper sandals. Well, thank you for sharing that, Kelly. Hopefully the slipper sandals don't shake off your feet and shoot across the room. Hopefully not. Do let us know how that goes, please, Kelly. I think we'll all be very interested to know. Anyway, brilliant requests, folks. Thank you very much. I better, I suppose, keep an eye on James and the P2 because I don't want Circle to steal the show from them. Look at that P2. Actually, the P2 looks really good with a goods train, I think. There we are, Kelly. Oh, that was an appropriate sound effect for that, wasn't it? Man, that picture of my face is horrendous, isn't it? What was I thinking? I don't think I was thinking, really. Oh, the railgun's off again. So it probably wasn't the Pullman coaches then. Did it just derail? Paul S., thank you very much. Hope he's all well. Let's see Rocket. Sure, Paul. Thank you very much. I will get Rocket running for you. Keep the requests coming, folks. Like I say, it's first come, first served, but if you don't get done today, you still get done. It'll just be next episode. So, yeah, keep them coming, man. Keep them coming. And thank you all so much in advance for your support. I will go through, as I say, the list is growing, and I will go through at some point during the show, twice in fact, usually, just to make sure everyone hears me thank them. But yeah, I mean, seriously, you allow me to do what I love to do for a living, and you can't put a price on that. So, yeah, thank you very much, folks. All right, so Circle, I better keep on her right side, give her a little bit of a pet there. There we go. With the railgun, well, I suppose in a way it's impressive. Maybe the railgun's the heaviest thing she's ever hauled. Has she been on a railgun train before? I'm not sure, but yeah, it's reasonably impressive that she can haul it, I think. And there goes the P2. Obviously that one is a powerful loco, so it's no surprise it made such short work of those ocean wagons. So that was brilliant. Thank you, folks. All right. Right, let's do some more shout outs then before I go on a break and set up some more requests. That is the pedal car guy. Do you like pedal cars then? Have you got any of those? He says, hello Sam, greetings from Finland. Wow, Finland. I've seen photos of Finland, never been, but it looks beautiful. What a lucky guy. Damn you, Duckman. What has Duckman done, King Gory? Haul few streams back. We had what we thought was a £500 super chat, but it got withdrawn. It didn't actually get withdrawn. I put out like a please get in touch with me. Never did. Got in touch with YouTube. They said we can't just refund it. They have to contact you, and we have to know that it was a mistake. They didn't ever get in touch. So yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Yes, I am doing your request. I've written it down. I wrote it down during the requests videotape, so I will be doing that for sure. Okay, Backman Railway Children Pack, Emma Harrison. Ooh, if you want to submit a request for that, I will surely do that. I don't think I've done that in a long time. So yeah, yes please, I'd love to do the Railway Children Pack. Run the Black 5, yeah, the Black 5's good. I want to try one of the Super Duper Hornby Railways ones, they look really cool. R32 Gaming, shout out to you. Benjamin Hall, there's one for you. Misty the Rat, ooh, we've got a rat watching. Have we seen Misty here? Oh, there's a picture. Wow, yeah, she is a rat. Well, there are rats in the model railway hobby. We've known that. I don't know where I'm going with that. I don't really know anybody that I don't like. How are you, Sam? Says Jack the Certified G. I'm doing very well, thank you. I hope you are. And that's the point, actually. I hope everyone is doing okay during these times still. Yeah, hope you're all doing well. Derpy Dimond, I guess. Shout out. There you go. Hopefully I said that right. How much money does it cost for a suggestion, says Tom N. You can send a request just £5 or the equivalent in your local currency, and I will do the request for you. And thank you for inquiring. I hope you take us up on it. Okay, can you run the J94 and the Garrett? Ooh, that's a good idea. I like that, Derpy. Yeah, that would be an interesting conversation. Verdis Coyote, a rat. Yes, a rat. We have a rat watching the stream. That's pretty cool. Oh, okay, and TMDR and M has a pet frog that rips its food up with his feet. Man, that's cool. You'll have to get a video on that on YouTube. Does it like watching train videos? Try it. It might. You never know. I don't know. Does anyone's pets like watching YouTube videos? I know dogs like watching videos of themselves, but I don't know. I'd really have no idea. Shout out, please. Fraser Jeffries. There you go, Fraser, no problem. Old Pair Market. Yes. Not run that one for a while in a request, that's for sure. Reese Byron. Yeah, there's your shout out. We're talking about Sam. Who's talking about Sam? What's happening, Duckman? I feel I keep missing the Duckman conversation. I like to know what Duckman says. He's always got some little quip about me, hasn't he? I don't know, you guys, you keep an eye on that Duckman. He might be a moderator, but he gets up to mischief. Anyway, shall we go on a break then? I'm going to set up some more requests as I go. I need to get the dreaded circle off the track and put back into her box. That does take a few minutes. When we come back, as I say, I'll be doing more requests, loads more to do. I'll be showing your photos. I'll also be giving some hints about upcoming videos. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay folks, welcome back. If you've only just joined, an extra special welcome to you. We've already done a little bonus unboxing in my new feature called El Cheapo, so check that out if you want to see it. I've been doing loads of requests, and I've also revealed what your choice of best loco ever from Hornby was, so check that out if you'd like. I'm now, Charles Curtis, right on time. Thank you very much, Charles. Oh, that was very kind of you. I'm now going to go through and just thank all the donators for today, because there have been loads. So guys, thank you so much. Okay, from the top then, we have David Smith, Colin Wykes, Henry Cruz, or Cruz I guess, William Babcock. I hope I read all of these out, if not, apologies. AC Rail, Lucas Hagman, E350TB, Kelly Ashford, Trainfan25 Stewart, Jay, yeah, read yours, The Ugly Duckman, yes, I've got yours coming up soon, Techno Tom, Henry Cruz again, William Town, the Duke of Gloucester. William, I will save your request until I can record it, because the Duke of Gloucester is a DCC loco and I don't have my DCC set up right now, so we will try that, although it might be tricky because the Class 52 isn't DCC and the Duke will only run on DC, so that's a conundrum. I'll see what I can do about that. William Babcock, Thank you very much for those. Meetum, yes, I've got your request and I'll do that pretty soon. Mayo Hosco, I didn't read this. He says, sorry I missed episode 1. Can we see Mallard with some chocolate and cream coaches with the W4 Peckett banking? Please get some Santa Fe coaches, Sam. Santa Fe coaches. All right, well, any suggestions on suitable Santa Fe coaches, I will gladly take. Technotar, Mark7188, hope you're doing well and hello to everyone. Thank you very much, Mark. I hope you're doing okay as well. Sideways 66779, I did read that one. And Michael Strange, thank you to you. I don't think I read the Duke of Rawsom's. Oh yes, I did. Yeah, that was the big list, wasn't it? That's fine. And 43062, 43063. Kelly Ashford, Jason Dobble, I don't think I read your name out, so Jason, thank you very much to you. Henry Cruz again, Lucas Hagman, yes, I read yours. Emma Borner, Shining Time for the Hornby Q6 with mineral wagons and Eleanor brake van. There you go, I read yours, Shining Time for. Oh, Whammy Radio by Christian Man has just popped up. Thank you very much for that. Am I too late to enter the giveaway? No, you've got until episode 5, and you can enter every episode if you like, so it's not too late until the end of August, I think it is. As I say, the dates are all on my Facebook. Marcus Camfield, Henry Cruz again, Oran Kenyon, E350TB, Shining Time 4. I saw that, Shining Time 4, yeah, don't worry. Kelly Ashford, you look awful. It wasn't me, Kelly, it was a character. I'm sure most people understand that. William Town, data reminder, we are here to bully the 1361 and the Tango, not El Cheapo. Well, you're right, we shouldn't. El Cheapo is a guest, and people won't want to be a guest on these live shows if people mock them. Doesn't matter what they look like, you have to accept them. Okay, this is getting weird. Megan McCarran, could you run Hornby, Thomas, Percy and James? Percy at the front, Thomas next, James pulling Hornby wagons. All right, no problem, Megan. Yes, I can do that. And thank you so much for the support there. Lewis Hughes again. John Lull. Murphy says, loving your live stream, Sam. Oh, well, thank you very much, Murphy. That's very kind of you. And thank you very much to you and John for the support there. And yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of the show. Kelly Ashford said, ugh. I guess that was El Cheapo again. Kelly Ashford again. Oh, yes, you're asking to see City of Truro. Hornby Percy. That was, oh, okay. Megan McCurran. Okay, you might have changed that then. I'll update it. I'll get to those. William Town. Yeah. Oh yeah, I read the execution. Michael's Trains again. Crystal Junction. Mark 7188. Lucas Hagman. Michael's Trains. E350TB. Rob Arnold. Kelly again. Paul S. The Pedal Car Guy, George Botterini, Charles Curtis, and Whammy Radio by Christian Man. So you guys are all awesome. You keep me going. You really do. So for that, thank you so much. Okay, let's do some more shout out. No, let's. Oh, well, yeah, okay. Well, I've said it now, so let's do that. Anyone wants a shout out? Because I know there are a lot of people in the chat that are trying to get one. So if you want to do it, get it in there right now and I'll do my best. I'm not ignoring anybody though. If I miss you, it is just an accident. Jimmy Green, can I get a shout out? Yes, you can, Jimmy. Hope you're having a good time. Charles Ballinger says, yay, I love your stream, Sal. Oh, that's good to hear. Thank you. I love doing them. I really do enjoy the live streams. SLD51 says, why am I creepy? Well, without wanting to be too hurtful, saving photos of me to my computer, admitting that you've done that, and then telling me about dreams you've had about me could be considered creepy. Not that I'm saying it is, but if people call you creepy, that might be why. And Mark says, SL, you're not creepy. Okay. Mark maybe isn't one of those people then. Josh Mason, yes, you can have a shout out. Emma Harrison, there's another one for you. Eekster, there we go. Yes, I've played City Skylines. Eddie, I was playing it yesterday. I got low-key addicted to it, so I need to stop probably. Sam Haslam, shout out please. There you go, no problem. James Wilson, there's one for you. 2214 Beetle, welcome to the Apprentice Engineers. I hope you enjoy yourself, hope you like that. You can start using those emojis now, and then you get a badge next to your name, which is pretty cool. Can I have a shout out? Says Marcus the Common Shunter. Now, I'm sure you're not a common shunter, Marcus, but you can sure have a shout out. How about that? Shout out says Isaac RB, there we go. And Eddie, yeah, I answered the City Skylines. It's a very good game, I like it. Why do I never win the giveaway? Well, there's quite a lot of people in them, Kelly. Although actually, I mean, if you compare it to big nationwide competitions on TV and such, there are actually very few people in them. So yeah, you've got a fairly good chance, Kelly. You've got as good a chance as anybody. The Bagley Railway, shout out to you as well. Mark Leatherland, yes, you can. King Ori, there's one for you, and R32 Gaming, there's one for you. Okay, well, I will do more shout-outs later on. For now, though, let's get back to the old requests, shall we? Oh, I've not done a very good job of parking these, have I? Anyway, so we have Kelly's request for Broom Manor with the Great Western coaches. Kelly absolutely loves Broom Manor, of course, so we've got to have that in the stream. There we go, good choice, Kelly. You'll be glad to see Broom Manor still working perfectly well. Then the ugly, no, sorry, it was Jay. Sorry, Jay, you're not ugly. Not that Duckman is either, although maybe he disagrees, I don't know. He did call himself the ugly Duckman after all. Anyway, Jay wanted to see the Garrett with Ocean Wagons, as well as an LMS brake, my best LMS brake. So I don't know if you can see the brake, can you? Probably. There it is. Yeah, that's the Bachmann one that came in the Midland Marvel set, I believe. It's very nice. And then Duck wanted to see the 56XX. With a flat truck, which I've put behind it there. Also a Great Western Toad. And then the strange part then is the tender from the A4, which is a little bit strange, but fair enough. Those are the things that he had on his desk, so I guess that is a bit less strange, isn't it? So with that, there we go. Let's get those started. Ooh, funny noise coming from the 56. Or did I just not put it on the track? I suspected that I didn't put it on the track right. Come back, 56XX. I'm sorry I prodded you. Maybe that's what's done it. Well, if I didn't put it on right, the points fixed it. It seems all right now. No, hopefully nothing's dreadfully wrong. Nope, nope. It seems all right now. Did sort of slow down on the points, but I don't think there's anything too crazy wrong with it. There we go. So thank you folks for those. They are awesome as always. There we are. Let's get some shots of those. Yes, Kelly, she has got the wrong tender. Oh, I forgot to mention that actually. The great thing about the old sort of Bachmann range is that they all seem to have the same sort of tender connection. So I've actually beautified Broom Manor here and put a sort of really old-fashioned, beautiful looking Great Western tender. Kelly, I hope you don't mind that too much. If you do, make it known, and I'll take myself to one side and slap myself up. How about that? I don't know if Kelly would like that or not. She does seem to like the theme of sort of Sam gets punished, so maybe she'll be down for that, I don't know. Anyway, it all seems to be working. No particular reason, by the way, for them all going in the same direction this time. I just thought I'd do it. And poor Duckman's train there is getting left behind a little bit. It's got an A4 tender, so it's halfway to being incredibly quick, isn't it? There goes the Garrett. Looking good with the Oceans, yeah. That does look good. And then hopefully we'll get a nice Great Western scene here coming up Gordon's Hill. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Oh yes. It does sound like something's derailed when the trains run across Gordon's Hill there, but I can't see anything wrong, so I think they're fine. Have we got a response from Kelly at all? Because you like to be a bother, says MDH Games. I don't think Duckman's requests are too bothersome. Some people do try and create requests that are torturous for me, but that's okay, that's part of the fun. Wow, Trainline 5000, thank you so much. Could you please run a Dazzling Diesels Rail Tour? Cool, with mixed coaches, the 26 double heading with the green 25 first, then swap to the 45 and V-Train's 37. Maybe you could make a paper headboard for it. Sorry if that's a lot. No, of course, Trainline 5000, I can manage that. Sure, thank you very much. Smack on the hand for the wrong tender. No. It wasn't wrong, Kelly. It was a creative choice. And it definitely wasn't just because I couldn't see the correct tender and I was conscious of wasting your guys' time during the break. No, it wasn't that. No. I refuse to admit that. Okay, it might have been that, but either way, I think it looks quite nice because the loco itself doesn't say BR or anything like that, so you can almost get away with it if you don't sort of, I don't know, show it too closely or something like that. Anyway, next up then, I'm going to do a section on the Wall of Fame. So thank you thank you to everybody really that has sent in pictures. You can just send them to my email address and I will show them during streams, although just one per person. I know a lot of people have tried to send multiple ones. The wall is kind of full already. I'm having to start a new wall over there. I'll talk more about that in a future video. But yeah, if you haven't got one on already, feel free to send one in. This one's from Henry B to start with. It's a logo I feel that I recognise, but I don't quite. So if anybody knows that, number 90107 it says. I'm not sure if it's something I'm familiar with or not, but yeah, it just, something about it reminds me of something or other. But yep, Henry, thank you for that. I love seeing those logos, particularly ones I sort of recognise. Now this is an awesome photo, a bit of photography here from Captain Church. Whammy Radio by Christian Man. Have you figured out how you're still... No, I haven't bothered to ask Christian Man, because they obviously don't realise that they shouldn't be delivering stuff anymore, but I ain't going to complain. So if you want to risk it, folks, you can still send stuff, but it's not guaranteed to come through, although it has been doing. Terence Priestley would like to see the Hornby warship running. Sure, Terence, I will certainly do that, although it might be next week, or next episode now, because I've got quite a list building up. But Terence, thank you so much for the support, and Christian Man, I will certainly get those done, whether it be this time or not, it will be done. Anyway, Captain Crutch, look at that, beautiful bit of photography there, really like that one. So yeah, that's going to be an all-time favourite Wall of Fame picture. I don't know what I'm going with there. Dominic R, look at this one, this is quite nice. We've got diesels galore, so look away Kelly or anyone else that doesn't like diesels. I do though, look at that, we've got some real classics. I recognise that one at least. That's one I've got, isn't it? It looks like the Deltic. Perhaps it isn't. 5 and 4. Yeah, it is the very one I've got, the 55. Maybe that's a more updated one, either that or it's just got a slightly different livery. Yeah, it looks a bit more detailed, doesn't it, that? But either way, Dominic, I enjoyed looking at that, as you could tell, so thank you for that. This one's pretty cool. This is from Joachim V. Look at this. We have, I wasn't sure to stop with whether this was like a render. It looks a bit CGI, doesn't it, the logo? But either way, it's on a truck, which is pretty cool. And Dallas Parnell, thank you very much for becoming a member. I hope you enjoy yourself. And of course, now you can use those crazy emotes in the chat, which is pretty cool. So there we go. And Joachim, thank you for that. That one's cool. Then we have Callum S. I like this one. I always love these. You know what it's going to be, don't you? It's a Bullied Pacific. Look at that. Great work, Callum. Thank you for sending that, and you obviously know what locos I like, and that's one of my all-time favourites, particularly in that sort of malachite lovely green, very much like that. Stephen D sent in this one. It's a lovely Virgin liveried Pendolino. What? Nope, it's an HST. There we go, a 125, looking good. I love the sort of depth of field there, and he's actually got, if you look, quite a few coaches for it. So it's a rather complete train, much more so than mine actually. So that's pretty cool. And then we have this one, Sol Red Damsel, who's on a proper miniature railway. Check that out. I would love to go and see that. Look at that. And people seem to be enjoying themselves on it as well, look, actual passengers. So that is very cool. So Sol Red Damsel, thank you for that one. Man, there are some good photos this time, including this one. Look at this. We've got a truss bridge with some American diesels 3 from Stephen MC. So thank you very much for that, Stephen. Look at that. Amazing. I love bridges. I don't talk about bridges very often for some reason, as there's not much you can say, but I do enjoy a good, well-designed bridge, that's for sure. So thanks for that, Stephen. That's very cool. This one's nice as well. Look at this one. Victoria Train Blogs sent in this one. Look at the state of that. Look at the curvature of the track there. I don't know whether that's a trick of the light or what, but it looks like a roller coaster, doesn't it? It's unbelievable. So Victoria Train Vlogs, thank you to you. George L sent in this one. Looks a bit more familiar, this one. It looks like some sort of austerity or a Hunslet design. And there we are, saddle tank. That's fitting, really, after a saddle tank running session. Check that out if you haven't seen it already. Yeah, it was a fun time. So cheers, George. Appreciate that one. Then we've got, oops, Leo. Nearly spilt them everywhere there. Leo, age 4, sent me a picture of his Britannia class. Look at that. So thank you, Leo, for that, and nice flowers too. There's, I suppose if they were real, how many feet tall would they be? How many feet tall is Britannia? I don't know, 15? So we were at least, I don't know, 50 feet tall plants, something like that. I don't know. It's a funny thought though, isn't it? I like that. And I love gardens. I love seeing people's gardens and trains in gardens. Something I wish I could do more, but my garden's not really suitable for trains, as you might have seen in the past. Mallard Fan 123, I love original artwork, and this is awesome. It's like an LNER green tornado, it looks like. So Mallard Fan 123, thanks for that, and that's a very good drawing too. I could tell what it was without looking at the nameplate, which is quite impressive. That wouldn't be the case if I'd drawn it. So you know you're doing better than I am. And Mark Muck, I don't know if there's anything to follow the Muck. Probably there was, actually. I just didn't want to give away his full name. We've got some digital artwork there of what looks like Henry and Shine Ortiz. Thank you so much. Could you run a Thomas and Friends triple header express train with Thomas coupled to the coaches, Duck coupled to Thomas, and Percy coupled to Duck? Man, that is quite involved, Shine, but yes, of course, I will do that for you, and thanks for the support, I appreciate that. Okay, now this was cool. We've got Sebastian T, who sent in some Lego trains. Look at this. I particularly like what's going on in the background. Look, there's a goods train there with what looks like a brake on the back. So Sebastian, like that. That's very, very good. And then lastly, we have Michael C. Another great bit of photography, this one. Check this out. Great Western Loco. I can't quite make out the name, but it's 7904. Hard to tell what it is. Could be a hall, could be something else, could be a castle. I don't know. But there it is. And it looks very good. And I'm sure people will tell me what it is if I got it wrong. So there we are, folks. Those are brilliant. Thank you very much for all of the Wall of Fame stuff. Did you like that, folks? Did you like that? Bro, that's Gordon. Yeah, it's Gordon. Did I call it something else? I don't know. Maybe I said Henry. I don't know. I sometimes do brain trump like that. Apologies if I said the wrong thing. Thanks for showing my picture, Sam. The diesel in the background is a Lima 37. Oh, wow. It looked very detailed, must be said. Very much so. Snitch, says Mark. Who's snitched? US, the railgun attack Ernie. Ooh, that would be good. I think Ernie does need that, doesn't he? Can you see Ernie? Yeah, he's there next to the water tower. The hose has dropped off the water tower as well, but I thought that would be best, actually, because it bangs on the locos if not, so it's fair enough. I did say Henry, so I told you it was a brain trump then, Chaz. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's get some more requests done then. Here we go. These are from last week. So next up we have one from Figro257 who wanted to see a Great Western special with the pannier tank and the 14XX with some Great Western coaches. Sorry, wagons. Oh, stopped on the points. And also a towed brake van. That pannier tank is struggling on points today. I don't know why. But Figro, I'm not going to hold that against you. Oh, there we go again. Oh well, it's working. So there we go. Figro's Great Western Special. Thank you very much, Figro. I appreciate your super chat. And when it's not cutting out on points, I think that train looks pretty awesome. So that is a great request. Thank you very much. Great Western double headers, not something I do very often. Maybe I should. Next up is one that amused me quite a lot. This one's from Leon RW, who wanted to see a DMU of my choice, but not a Dapol one. If you meant the 121, Leon, don't worry, I've got rid of that because I just kept breaking down. Hattons were very good and they replaced it for me a handful of times. Couldn't get one that worked, so unfortunately you don't have to worry. I went for the Bachmann 108 instead, which is a much better DMU. Next up, this one is from one of my engineers, LBSC Studios, James McKnight. So James, thank you so much for all your support, keeping me going. You wanted to see a 9F doing a Mark 1 coach strength test. So I've put 9 coaches behind it to see if she can do it, and it looks as though she can. As you can see, she's hauled them all the way up Gordon's Hill, sort of. It's not strictly Gordon's Hill, but it is working. And of course it is always wonderful to see the beautiful 9F, particularly Evening Star running. So James, thank you so much for that. Great opportunity to run such a gorgeous loco. And very powerful as well, no doubt, because of the number of driving wheels, but this is the proof. I know you didn't actually ask for Evening Star specifically, you just said 9F, but I think Evening Star is the, well, maybe I shouldn't say it's the nicest, because people might disagree, but I think it's probably my favourite. How about that? I think I can say that without getting into big trouble, can't I? So, cheers, James. Thanks for that. Right, let's move on to the next lot. So here's a good one from Squiddy. Thank you, Squiddy, or also Finn, as he's known. Wanted to see a Class 25 with some maroon coaches. What a nice choice that was. So there you are, Squiddy. Hope you like that. And of course, one great big thank you to you for your support. So there we go, Squiddy's Class 25. Storming up Gordon's Hill with no problems whatsoever. This one is from a very familiar face, well, name, I guess. It is the Duke of Rawson. Wanted to see the Dean Goods loco with some Great Western coaches, and I've gone with the Khaki Dean Goods because it runs better. And the Duke of Rawson has been a very long-standing supporter of me. I do keep noticing your name, Duke, in all the super chat lists and stuff, so for you I am very, very grateful, and to everyone else, of course. And a good choice too, Duke. I like the Dean Goods very much. So they've all been fairly normal so far, so what say you we switch things up and do something a bit crazy? So here we have the beefy Garrett hauling, yep, you got it. It is the railgun, as requested by XX Bumblebee XX. So Bumblebee, thank you very much. That's a very cool request. Look at that. It's the only loco that I would not imagine struggling with this in real life. I have to say, as much as I'm not looking forward to servicing that Garrett, I do like running it. It's a great looking runner. So to everyone that wants to request that in the future, thank you. Go ahead. I love it. Now this one here really is an idea I can get down with. It comes from Trainline 5000, who wanted to see the Class 45 hauling the Blue Pullman train. And what a great sight that is. I can't believe I've never tried that before. That's crazy. So a huge thank you to you, Trainline 5000, and well done for thinking of this. That is very, very cool. This one's from Sun Adam 9. Thank you very, very much, Adam. It's more of a classic idea, this one. Black 5 with some blood and custard coaches, and that is a wonderful original request. I love that very much, so well done to you. Going pretty fast too. And here we have the lovely Garrett again, so thank you very much to Garthian for choosing the Garrett. You wanted to see the Garrett with a heavy goods train, heavy freight, and also a special guest on the back. I'm sure you'll guess who that is. Is it going to be Jeremy Clarkson? No. It's Bullman. Good old Bullman. So fantastic idea there, Garthian. Yeah, it's nice seeing the Garrett do some heavy lifting, isn't it? And thank you to everybody else. Really appreciate the support. Keep it up. You're keeping me in business, and for that I am very, very grateful. Cheers, everybody. Okay, there we go, we are back. And again, thank you to TrainFan25, Stuart. I just picked you up there. And there were a few Bullman sightings there as well, I just noticed. I'd forgotten about that. Clarkson, says the ugly duckman. Yeah, I'm not sure where that joke came from. Whether it was even a joke, I'm not too sure. Philip, does Labo brick train? Yes, I am reading the chat. Yes, as you can see. So, sorry I creep you out, Sam, says SLD51. It's okay, I was only kidding, wasn't I? Right, let's do this then. I've got some more requests. Let's get straight to them, live ones this time. So we have William Babcock, who wanted to see the 9F with ocean wagons and a Queen Mary brake van. You can't see the 9F right now, but you can see the Queen Mary, which is cool. Me Unwanted to see the Dean and Colic Goods locos plus a freight train plus towed, so I've done that. Do you have any cars for the French locos to pull? Yes, I have some sort of Orient Express cars, coaches, and then I also have some sort of German wagons, which are kind of European-ish, so they might be sub-suitable, I suppose. Anyway, then we have Mayo Hosco, who wanted to see the Mallard with chocolate and cream coaches, and also the W4 Peckett banking. And the W4 is surely there. You will see it in just a second. And Ben Masters, welcome to the Apprentice Engineers. I hope you enjoy yourself. Right, let's get the double header started then. Let's try that. Oops. Yep, need to change direction. The Mallard and the Peckett train. Again. Oops. Oh dear. I was too hasty, I think, with the coupling of the two 060s, because the Dean Goods tender has just come straight off. Silly me. Hang on. Right. I think we might be there now, hopefully. Try that again, shall we? That did not go very well. Wrong direction, derailments. No, it's still off. Come back, I will fix this. Oh no, it's the other tender now. Of course it is, of course. Right, try again. Third time's the charm. Try nice and steady. Right, I think we're still on. The coal isn't in that tender actually. I wonder if it dropped out. Maybe that's why it derailed. Then we've got the pecket on the back, as you can just about see there. The whistles, or the safety valve assembly, looks a little bit bent on there, so I might have to sort that out at some point. Anyway, off it goes. There we go. And I will also get the 9F train running as well, so that you can see that. Right, let me see if I can find... Can anybody see the die-cast coal for the Colic goods? Is it there anywhere? Probably see it if I do that view. I think I heard it drop out, but I wasn't sure what it was at the time. Oh yes, it is. It's behind the church there. Okay, so we have a perfectly formed coal load dumped outside the church. What a place to fly tip. And I think I do need to go and fit it because I can hear that the tender's off again. Or it might not be the tender of that, but something's off. So let's go and see. Oh no, it's not the tender. Something's gone wrong. Let's see, let's put the coal back for a start. That's that problem solved. And I'm guessing part of the train at least has been left behind. Ugh. Now these wagons are normally fine, so has something gone wrong? Or did I just rush putting them on the track and they've come off again? But where is the other wagons? Can anybody see them? I thought they'd be behind the bookcase because that's where they normally are. I really can't see them, can you? They are nowhere to be found. Oh, yep. My bad. Give it a push. Hope it doesn't derail. Oh, that should do. That was odd. I don't know why that happened. The Toad's normally quite well behaved. Oof, that 9F's going a bit quick. It's DCC fitted that one. It does work on DC, unlike some of the TTS locos, but it does go quick. Right. Yep, that looks good. Let's start this again then. Don't forget to start it. Come on, we will have a successful lap. We will. Let's see. Mallard train with the Peckett working well. Very different locos. Scrappy Entertainment, good morning. Look behind the church. Yes, that was an interesting thing, wasn't it, that? It sounds like a dodgy sitcom, doesn't it? Oh, where's this and that? Oh, behind the church. Don't know. It sounds like a scenario from some awful sitcom to me. Maybe I'm just insane. I don't know. Anyway, look at that for a 9F going at speed. The 9Fs do look good at speed though, don't they? In fact, they look good at any speed. They look good going slow as well. Hello. The camera mount for that camera that you're seeing right now fell to pieces the other day and it dropped the camera. So I've had to fix that one. Mark7188, yes Mark, I will be doing all requests. Whether it will be today or not, I'm not sure. I will have time for one more round of requests after this. In fact, I better get these stopped so that I can do them. If yours isn't in the next round, and I'll just do them in order that they turn up, so it may or may not be. If it's not in this one, it will be done first things first next episode, so don't worry about that. Okay, there we go. Dean goods, Colic goods, they actually work pretty well together actually, and if I keep going you will see that the Toad is still fitted to the train, which is pretty good I think. Alright, and there's the 9F, very good. Alright, well thank you folks for those. I think we've got time enough just to do one more round, what do you reckon? So if I find out what I've done with my Hornby pen. Who was that? That was William Babcock. Oh, you got one in there just at the last minute there. Thank you very much, William. The N7 with 2 egg vans between bread vans. Fried egg sandwich. Ah, now that I could get down with. That sounds good. Slight issue though, I've lost my pen. So, there's a lot of things going missing today. I always put a pen here very deliberately so I can write these things down. But luckily I have a spare, so the Hornby pen has disappeared for the time being. That's a shame. Not to worry. Okay, so the last one I did was Mayo. So let's take a look and see who was next. And it was the Mallard request, okay. Just twiddle your thumbs for a second. This might take a while to find. Hopefully not. Mayo. Mark. Mayo. There we go. Alright, I see you. Okay. So the next one is Sideways. Ways 66779. Wanted to see Poppy. Man, there's a lot of railgun requests with the railgun. And me, when did you get that Hornby poster? A long time ago, 2011, I think. Do you want to see it? If anyone's wondering. That one. You can't see it very well. I will show it properly. I said that last time, but I didn't. In a video or some sort. I'll show it at some point. But yeah, it's 2011 Hornby 00 gauge model railways and accessories poster. It's double-sided too, so you can turn it over and you've got another poster on the back. It's a big advertisement really, but I enjoy seeing it. Okay, the Duke of Rawsome. Yes, we can do this, I think. The Duke of Rawsome. Right, so you want a W4 Peckett, yeah, that's fine. A short GWR coach. Yeah, that should be okay. A 5 planker, oh, I'm going to have to start counting planks then so I get the right one. A 7 plank. Okay, and that's it. That's fine, okay. And then I can do one more, let's see. Do I have the class 221? It says 43062. Let me just Google the class 221. I know this is not very professional. Yes, it is the Voyager, that's right. Okay, so yeah, we can do that. And who was that was asking? That was 43062. And it was 43063. Yes, it's a difficult name to pronounce, that one. Right, we can do it. Here we go. So, Poppy and the railgun, that's easily done. Let's have a look here. Can we keep any of the... No, we can't keep any of the rolling stock on, so we might as well just get it off. Mallard, back up please. There we go, and we'll bring these two lovely girls back. There we are. Let's whip these off. Yeah, the tender is disconnected from the collet goods, so I always end up turning them upside down to recouple them. And of course, every time, and I forget that it's going to happen every time, but it always does, the coal drops out, and I was rushing to get those ready before the end of the requests tape, and so I didn't bother to pick it back up again, or even investigate what it was. But I'm guessing it was fairly obvious. Right, so there we go, that's off. Poppy, by the way, is, well, I think is what it means, is the class 66, so that's fine. And we're also going to need the railgun. I don't know where I've put the railgun. Where's the railgun? I'll never lose the little engines and rolling stock, you know, tiny little wagon, you name it, I'll find it. Ask me where the railgun is, half of the time I'll have no idea. Right, it's going on the outside line. Is this a good idea? No, it's not, because it touches the trees and stuff, but that's fun. We'll see what happens. Okay, and I need Poppy. I think I know where she is at least. So I'm not a total failure. All right, there we go. Nice this. The Bachmann 66 is pretty good. It's pretty good. The Hattons is better though, let's be honest. But for the time, the Bachmann one was very good, obviously. Right, is it working? Because if it is, I'm going to pull it out of the way. There we go. All right, nice. Next up then, we have the W4 with, oh yes, okay. Let's whip these coaches off then from the Mallard train. Let's just push the 9F back a little bit. Okay. And the W4 is around somewhere, because I had to do a request a little while ago. In fact, yeah, she's on the end of this train, so if I keep pulling these coaches, she'll arrive. All right. These Lima coaches get a lot of use, actually. They were one of the best things I ever bought, that's for sure. Right. So we need to try and get this right, because it was very specific. So it is a short Great Western coach. And I think what it means is one of those little four-wheelers. Well, that's what I'll try and do anyway, so let's have a look. Four-wheelers. Now, I'm sure I've got a Great Western one at some place. Yeah, I do. I thought that. I was going to say, I'm glad then, because if I couldn't find one, that would make me insane, wouldn't it? And everybody knows I'm not insane. Okay, so there we go. That has been fulfilled, and now we've got to find, I think, is it the 5 and 7 plank? Let me just check. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna have to start counting planks. In fact, I've got some out already. So is this a 7 planker? This one here looks one, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, that's a 7. What went on first out of interest? The 5 went on first. Is this a 5? 1, 2, 2, 3. No, I don't think so. That looks like a 6. Is this a 5? Yes. Excellent. I think that was all, wasn't it? That's a lovely little train, actually. I like that. Oh, that must be recreating something, to my mind. It's got to be, hasn't it? And then 430. 3. I don't know. I can't even read my own writing. For those numbers, very kind of you, thank you very much. You want to see the 221, so we'll get that going. Maybe not the entire train, but I'll put as much of it together as I have time for. It takes a long time to couple it all up, that one. But it's fine, we will do it. I'll do as many as I can carry. We'll do 4 cars, how about that? The 2 ends and then 2 coaches, that should look good. It's actually quite underpowered, the loco for that, so it's a good job I don't have any more cars for it, otherwise I don't think it would manage. Right, there we are. And also I need to figure out which have couplings. Yeah, it is a headache to couple this up, but I don't run them very often in streams, so this might be an interesting one to try and do. Right, let's try, well, we'll start with an end car, because obviously that has to be right. Then we will go with the motorised car, I guess. See if I can get these coupled. This is a faff, I'll warn you right now, if you don't like faffs. Yeah, this might not be very interesting. Alright, they're coupled. Oh, that wasn't too much of a faff. It's relatively faff-free. Alright, yeah, I think this is going to work. They've all got, I try to leave the couplings in the right places if I can, so that I don't just want to jump off the top of the house every time I get the thing out. So we're looking good so far. Let's see if I can get these coupled. Strange couplings, these, but they look quite realistic when they're all together. That's it, okay. And then the rear car. It's a great looking set. I mean, I always think that when I get this thing out. It runs like an absolute dog, and I had to dismantle it several times and diagnose what was wrong with it before it would work properly. But now that it does, despite being a bit underpowered, it is a great little set with the tilting mechanism as well, so if any curves are on camera, you will see those. Right, so we've got a lot of points of failure with this setup right here, so we'll see how it goes. There it goes, there goes the Voyager, just disappearing there. Let's see if we can get it tilting. Yeah, you can see it tilting around there. Well, the bookcase looks a bit close to the track there, doesn't it? Hopefully that's just a camera trick. I'll have to check that. Nothing's scrawped it, has it? So I think we're okay. Right, how's that railgun going to get on round the curve? I dread to ask. We'll see. Whoop. Yes, it did just catch the tripod slightly, but it's all still on the track, so I think we got away with that just about. There we go, there goes the 221, looking good. Not sure where the Peckett train's got to, really. Let's see. Has it died somewhere? Yes, it certainly has. Let me guess, on the points. Probably didn't give it enough speed. Give it a bit more juice then. Yeah. Give it a little push. That's it. Oh dear, the railgun's just derailed. Did I do that? I don't know. Well, let's fix it. Let's go for another lap. Yeah, the railgun's met its match, I think, with the 66. There we go. Peckett's alive. Phew. Although something's not right. It's that wagon again, you know. I wonder if something's gone wrong with that wagon. Is that the wagon that derailed before? Because that's just jumped off the track. That's interesting. I'll have to review the footage and see if it was that wagon that came off when the brake van came off. But that would explain a lot. Either way, it's going along all right for now. Oh, that's frustrating. We've not had a lot of luck today. Never mind. Can I put it back on maybe? Before the 221 cuts my hand off. Yeah, that's the one downside with Oxford wagons. They are very light. Doesn't take a lot to knock them off. Anyway, folks, they work great for the most part. I think I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. Let's see if the railgun comes off again. No, it didn't. Okay, that's good. I wonder if I did just catch it then. I didn't think I did. Could have done. Either way, that's all right. At least I know. Well, it did hit the trees as well, so maybe there's a lot of things it could have been. But that is that. So, thank you very much, folks, for all of your requests today. I've loved doing those. There's been some really cool stuff today. If I haven't done yours, don't worry, it hasn't been lost forever. I will be doing it first thing next episode, and I'll be getting busy getting all those ready. So don't worry, I apologise if you have to wait. Obviously, it's just been a very popular thing today. So thanks, folks. That has been amazing. Let's just go through and thank the master list. I'll put you guys up on the chat so you can see yourself. Anybody wants a last shout out, jump in the chat right now and I will do my best. But for now, here comes the master list. David Smith, Colin Wykes, Henry Cruz, William Babcock, AZ Rail, Lucas Hagman, E350TB, Kelly Ashford, TrainFan25 Stewart, Jay the Ugly Duckman, Techno Tom, Henry Cruz again, William Town, William Babcock, Me Un, Mayo Hosco, Techno Tom, Mark 7188, Sideways 66779, Michael's Trains, the Duke of Rawsome, why do I always start on a 6? That's strange. 43062 there we go. Kelly Ashford, Jason Dobble, Henry Cruz again, Lucas Hagman, Emma Borner, Shining Time 4, Me Un, Marcus Camfield, Henry Cruz, Oran Kenyon, yeah, third time lucky. E350TB, The Shining Time 4, Kelly Ashford, William Town, Megan McKennan, yeah, that's it. I'm falling apart here, guys. Lewis Hughes again, John Yulee, Kelly Ashford, Trains Gaming 45, who became an engineer, Kelly Ashford again, Megan McKernan again, some names I just can't get right, it's my fault, I'm sorry. William Town, Michael's Trains, Christhorpe Junction, Mark 7188, Lucas Hagman, Michael's Trains, E350 again, almost, Rob Arnold, Kelly again, Paul S, the Pedal Car Guy, Borge Giotterini, I guess, that's interesting, sorry George. Charles Curtis, Whammy Radio by Christian Man, 2214 Beetle, Kelly Ashford, Trains Gaming 45, Verdis Coyote, Trainline 5000, Whammy Radio by Christian Man, Terence Priestley, Dallas Parnell, Shine Ortis, and TrainFan25 Stewart. I said and, but there's still more. Whammy Radio by Christian Man, Ben Masters, Mark 7188, William Babcock, Whammy Radio again, Me Un, and Kelly Ashford. Oh, I'm sorry if I didn't show your photo there, Kelly, I just saw that. I have printed off your photos in the past. Like I say, I can only do one each, otherwise I will run out of ink forever. Okay, finally then, some hints for next week's videos. I've got some news to show on Wednesday, so that should be cool. Some new news. Well, all news is new, I guess. And then also on the weekend, a Hornby Loco that I've never reviewed before, so that should be a lot of fun. The next stream is going to be in 2 weeks on June the 28th, so be sure to show up there, and if you've got requests outstanding, they will be done then. Alright folks, thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I did actually, that was a lot of fun. A lot of locos, a lot of disasters. It is a classic stream, I guess, isn't it? So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed El Cheapo. Let me know what you thought about that. Interesting, wasn't that? And I'll see you soon, folks. Alright, cheers everybody. Hey folks, thank you all very much for tuning in for another episode of Sam's Trains Live. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back with another episode very soon, but in the meantime, please enjoy the videos that I'll be posting on my channel. Till then, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks again for your support, folks, and take care of yourselves.
I spell Shachim Train, sometime I review is El Triple.